What is going on, YouTube? Second attempt at this. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Let's get the day started with some nice shout out. Appreciate all the love and support. If you guys want to shout out the day, as always, just leave a comment down below. Smash the thumbs up button. Go ahead and go wild. And yeah, let's just get some shout outs. And shout out to JB Sports 10. Appreciate all the support. Shout out to James Walsh. Shout out to Oscar Martinez. Shout out to Slim Shady. Shout out to TDBarrett. I know why you commented. I find it pretty funny too. Shout out to Vince. Shout out to Keepstone95. The beginning is legendary. Appreciate that. If you didn't see signing 2 Diamond Legends, I did a nice little intro. Check that out. I thought it was pretty funny. It's a little cringy, but it was meant to be that way. Shout out to Jordan Stewart. Ben Schultz Gaming again. Shout out to you, man. B-Star32. Finjoy thinks he's hilarious. And shout out to Fonzie Davis. Now, guys, I got a different video for you guys today. No gameplay, but I just wanted, this video's more for some of the newer guys who aren't 100% sure of the meta, and I have a separate video in regards to that as well. But some guys who, I feel like this video is going to help more in Battle Royale, in drafting those not your 2 diamond, not your 2 gold, or your silver rounds. Those guys are going to help you get a couple extra runs. And for the most part, I'll play Battle Royale. I'll do a draft. If you guys notice, I'll do a draft. I'll do the first game of the draft, and then I'll just play the rest of the games off camera. I'll win 6, 7, 8, sometimes 9 games. I have not gotten 12 games yet. And then I'll just, after I get 1 loss, I'll quit out and start a new draft the next day for the next video. But there's some cards that I've been using that since I play a lot of BR, there's some cards I've been using that really help my team. And some of them you guys may be very familiar with, and some of them you probably overlook them for somebody with better stats. And I can't blame you. But truth be told, sometimes the stats mean absolutely nothing. As we know, there are several cards in this game that their stats are absolutely terrible, and they are somehow better than 99 Immortal Vlad. Yes, I said it. I've said it because I have finally played with Immortal Vlad, and there's some cards out there that hit better than Immortal Vlad, and that's just ridiculous. But anyways, I'm going to go position by position and name a couple guys. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible, but just some guys under diamond, so gold and down, that you probably don't have in your rotation, probably have overlooked a little bit. But you know what? Today, we're going to see if maybe some of these guys you can plug into your lineup and they can help you out. So we're going to go 84 and down. We're going to start with starting pitchers. Now, I do got a couple guys that are, some of them are a little bit more expensive. This is kind of a budget thing. But Severino actually is a pitcher to me who's got a 4-pitch repertoire, 4-seam slider, changeup, 2-seam. Got good velo, even though that's kind of irrelevant. I don't know what it is about him. It might be the 93 break. Guys, look at guys with breaks. That's what's important this year. Break is very important. Per 9s are very important as well. But last year, a guy could have had 99 velo and 22 break, and I would have been perfectly fine with that. This year, if the closer, if you got 93 break and the closer you are to 99 velo as well, then you become super deadly. But the velo is not nearly important as break. So the next guy I got, I saw his face. There it is. Farid Yu Darvish, 90 break as well. Another one of those guys just like that. There's a couple guys. If you're looking for a lefty arm, I don't know why people tell me they get ripped with this guy. I don't know how well I'm doing. I use him a lot. Okay, I pitch pretty damn well with Alex Wood. Alex Wood is a card I very much like. So Alex Wood, he looks very average all across the board. I don't know if it's his repertoire. It might be that knuckle curve and sinker. The only issue with him is that 2-seamer, but that actually helps me a lot because the only time I can throw a 2-seamer versus a righty would be way down and away. I don't throw 2-seamers up unless it's lefty on lefty up and in. So I don't throw nearly at all fastballs pretty much the whole game. I'm throwing off-speed pitches down. We all know that's the meta in this game. So we got Alex Wood. I got a couple more guys for you. Garrett Richards is another guy. 93 break, 90 velo. That is why I pitch pretty damn well with this Garrett Richards. 2 other guys, I think one of them should come as no surprise. I'm not exactly sure what his overall is. Here he is. And of course, he's expensive for a reason. I don't know why this card out of 75 is so dominant. It is a little bit too dominant. But Shohei Ohtani, and he'll give you a little bit with the bat. So if you're playing 9-inning games and you don't have a crazy squad with a bunch of diamonds, although I'm sure if you've grinded Conquest or open packs, whatever it is that you get your cards, you probably got yourself some cards that are higher rated than 75 Ohtani. But I'm telling you, in a 9-inning game, his two at bats with Ohtani, you can probably get some hits and he can probably keep you in a game pretty damn well. The last guy I have on here, let me just look for his team because I'm not sure what his overall is. Here it is. Patrick Corbin. I don't know Why as well? Also, the main reason I put him on here, keep your eye on him. He's going to be upgraded. Patrick Corbin. I'm pretty sure everyone knows he's going to be upgraded. That's why he's, you know, he's this far down. 72 overall, and he's going for 729. Patrick Corbin, absolutely dominant in real life, and he's kind of dominant in this game. So if you haven't already, check that card out. If you get him in a BR draft and you got all bronze round of pitchers, maybe test them out, see how you feel about them. I'm moving to relief pitchers. I'm going to be quick with these as well. Not too much in relief pitchers. Obviously, Betances is Betances. I think Betances may be better in this game than Aroldis Chapman. The only problem with Betances is, no, I lied. Betances is absolutely garbage. Stay away from Betances. This card is absolutely garbage. I lied. Aroldis Chapman is very, very solid. I just got those two backwards. Of course, you still got this guy doing what he does. Slider. What is it? Slider, sinker, changeup. Circle changeup is absolutely deadly, especially when you can throw slow as heck and be absolutely dominant in this game. So he's pretty good. You just don't throw the ball up in the zone with this card. I know a lot of people like to cheese with the sinker up and in. I don't do that, even when I think I've done that like maybe a couple times, but I prefer to stay away from that cheese. This guy also throws submarine, but I'd probably stay away from him. Tommy Kahnle is very interesting. I've noticed he plays up a lot. I don't know if I'm tripping, but he plays up a lot. And he's always playing up near gold status. Give him a try. Ks per 9, very good. Velo's very good. Break is pretty decent. 4-seam changeup, slider, 2-seam. 97 mile an hour fastball. Changeup is at 87. 10 mile an hour difference. You got some good stuff with Tommy Kahnle here. If you see him in the late rounds and you need a relief pitcher, definitely pick him up. If you're building a budget squad, he may be someone you can throw in there for 464 stubs. Not bad at all. Who do we else we got? We got this guy right here, Ryan Butcher. If you're looking for a lefty, 100 hits per 9, 100 hits per 9, only 68 velo, 97 break. This guy is absolutely dominant. I've been using him. I've actually been using him in my actual bullpen. Like offline, he is in my bullpen. Offline and online. My ranked season, he is now a part of my bullpen because I very much enjoyed him. If I see him in a draft, I'm pretty much always taking him in a silver round because he is absolutely dominant. Ryan Butcher, for some reason, I don't know. 4-seam, cutter, curveball, slider. If you had a sinker, it'd be GG's in the chat, but it's already a filthy enough card. We also got a couple other guys. Ryan Tepera is also pretty decent. 99 break, 96 velo. Per 9s are not that great. Hits per 9 is pretty good. Ks per 9, is not that great, but pretty decent card as well. Kyle Bearclaw. Kyle, pretty solid as well. Of course, if we're looking for more lefty guys, Jake McGee is pretty filth. Justin Wilson is also pretty filth, lefty. And we also got the last lefty. If I could find him, here he is. Jake Diekman, another guy. Those are pretty much the three budget left-handed guys in this game. Diekman, Wilson, and Jake McGee. So those are your three budget lefty guys. You could probably never. The three of them are pretty similar. You could probably never go wrong with them. So keep your eye out on them. I'm gonna move into closing pitchers, and then from there we're gonna move into position players. Now this one, honestly, he's right there. There's a reason he goes for 6-7K. I actually pulled him today after quitting out of a BR draft and sold him for 6K. I don't know why, because he should be in my bullpen. This card is absolutely dominant. Osuna's got that 99 break, 85 velo, 90 hits per 9, K per 9. And his per 9s are just absolutely solid. This card's, you know, a couple good save opportunities away from being a diamond relief pitcher. I just feel like they're never going to give it to him. 5-pitch repertoire, 4-seam, slurve, 2-seam, and it's his changeup that's honestly pretty damn filthy. His changeup to me, there it is, that 96 mile an hour fastball, 81 mile an hour changeup, 50 mile an hour different is absolutely filthy. Roberto Osuna, a pitcher I really like, even though he plays in the AL East, and I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm like obligated to hate all the other teams, but I really like Roberto Osuna on and off the field. In this game, he's absolutely dominant. If you have the 6K, if you want, is there somewhere you want to spend it? Roberto Osuna to get your bullpen going pretty nice is not bad. But if we're going a little bit cheaper, of course you can expect velo from 100 Mile Giles. Looking for lefty closing guys, you got Brad Hand and Sean Doolittle. Felipe Rivera, of course, probably the better of the three. Probably the best left-handed reliever after Aroldis Chapman in this game. 99 break, 98 velocity. There's not much I can really say about that. It's pretty solid. Budget guys who I think... there's a reason he's at 1100, 79 overall. Don't be surprised if he's up to a gold very soon. He's been absolutely dominant so far this year. and he's actually pretty damn dominant in this game. 97 break, 99 velo, 84 hits per 9, 97 K per 9. Very, very solid card. Edwin Diaz, a guy to keep your eye on if you are a market guy. I'm not that great with the market because anytime I see a player do good, and I think it's consistent, and it is, I'll spend 100,000 stubs on him, and then I'll lose 50,000 when he doesn't ever get upgraded. So for those of you, keep your eyes on him. If you know more than me, let me know down in the comment section below. Jerry's Familia also very, very solid in this game. I'm not too sure about his overall, but for now, this is actually a card I can pretty much dominate with, and it's the sinker, slider, splitter. The sinker, slider, and splitter. You work down with this card, you are pretty damn tough to hit. And who else we got? We got one more guy here, and it's another fireballer, Kelvin Herrera, but it's really the break and the pitch repertoire. 4-seam, 2-seam, change, slider, in, down, and away, down, change up, down. That's all it is. Listen, I'm telling you, if you limit your fastballs up and in, last year you wanted to throw it like every third pitch. If you limit it to every like 5 pitches, they're not going to expect that. If you're busting them change up, and you're not afraid to triple up on the change up and then go to the fastball in, they'll have no idea what to do. One time throw the fastball up and in once, the next time triple up on off speed, the next time double up. Then before throwing the fastballs, throw 4 or 5 changeups in a row. Let them know you're not afraid of throwing off speed pitches. You kind of have to pitch completely backwards in this game, is what I have noticed. Because I mean, it's like baseball. If you don't pitch backwards, you're gonna get figured out. But that's gonna be it for the pitchers. Let's move on to position players. Gonna move on to catchers. Right off the bat, there's no secret. There's no secret with catcher. This guy is ridiculously overpowered. His power, his 93, 98 power with 54 vision. You want low vision, average contact, and high power. This is the perfect guy. This card is better than. This is the best catcher in the game. That's not Mike. That's not Mike Napoli, and that's not Mike Piazza. I haven't used Mike Piazza, so I can't say yet. But so far, this may be the best catcher. He's definitely better than Buster Posey. He's definitely better than Joe Torre, even though Joe Torre's the third base. But to me, I'd say he's worth the 10 to 12K. So if you can get him around that price range and you're looking to save some stubs, but get someone who's actually dominant, 46 fielding's trash. The arm is honestly really all that matters. 84 arm, that's pretty much all that matters. All you need is that meter to come up and have a very strong arm and that power. Ridiculous. If you're looking for defense, you are looking for Salvador Perez. You are looking for Yadier Molina. These are 2 very good backstops. Yadier's arm, not what it used to be. He used to be a 99 arm kind of guy. But more offense, Wilson Contreras is pretty damn solid. If I was looking around here, Russell Martin is pretty solid. You got switch hitter and Yasmani Grandal. Don't let his hitting stats fool you. This is a decent hitting catcher. He's at 640 subs because I think people are realizing that he's definitely worth more than 52, 56 contact with power 78 and 63. This is a very, very solid catcher. So Yasmani Grandal is someone you can keep your eye on. I'm actually not even looking at my list right now because I'm just looking up and down. I think Austin Hedges is decent for defense. That might be it. I also, Hedges, and I also got Montero. Hedges and Montero are your cheap. No, wrong Montero. Where's my other Montero? Oh, well, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Your other Montero, those are your defensive guys. But that's pretty much all we got for catchers. I'm going to move on to first base. Now, some of these positions are kind of a dime a dozen, so I won't spend too long on them. I think first base it's kind of similar there. Yes, there's a reason this guy goes for 10K. He is worth that price range. This card, another one of those cards that is an absolute glitch. 10K for Cody Bellinger, 88 power, 86, and 44 vision. That seems to be that's the recipe for hitting in this game. That is what you are looking for in this game. High power, low vision. Why? I'm not 100% sure, although I have a theory and I think I know why, but I'm not 100% sure. Eric Hosmer's pretty damn glitchy as well. Of course, Gold Glover caliber first baseman, very good defense. You're not gonna get a lot of those animations where they slide and it gets by him. It's very rare with Eric Hosmer. That 90 fielding is actually worth something at first base. When you realize it. Also lefty bat with pretty good contact right, decent power. This is actually a pretty good card. I'll skip over a couple of these guys. I'm iffy. Abreu, Braun, I'm iffy on those. Ryan Zimmerman, all 3 of those guys I'm kind of like stay away. Miguel Cabrera though is an absolute glitch. Miguel Cabrera, for the first time in years, I'm actually able to hit with Cabrera. Had 99 Cabrera last year. Was there a 98 Cabrera as well? I couldn't hit with either of those cards. Could not hit with Live Series Gold Cabrera in 16. Could not hit very well with him in 17. This Miguel Cabrera, a gold 82 overall Cabrera. This was my loyalty reward, so I've been using him from the very beginning. It's definitely worth it. This card absolutely rakes. At first base, we also got a couple guys. All right, this is surprising. The reason this card goes for so little is because these cards, there's nothing you can do with them anymore. They're very easy to pull, and you can't put them into any sets. You can't do any programs. You can't exchange them for anything, so they're actually very cheap. These like silver legends and bronze legend. Eddie Murray, actually pretty damn solid. That's all I can say. Pretty damn solid at the plate. Switch hitting first baseman. Take that, you know, with a grain of salt. Justin Smoke is an absolute beast, and he may get an upgrade. Maybe. But Justin Smoke is an absolute beast. Another guy who's an absolute beast, Edwin Encarnacion. These two guys right here both go for 500. They're both absolute beasts. A little more fielding with Smoke, a little more power with Edwin, but you also get the switch hitting factor with Justin Smoke. So you take that how you want. Justin Bauer is okay. Hanley's okay, but the real guys, the real cheat codes, they're both right here. Joey Gallo, there isn't much you can say. 1,100 stubs on this guy, and he is the second best hitter in the game. Quite possibly the first, but he 102 power, 13 vision, and he is somehow the best hitting card in the game. Silver card for 1,100. Eric Thames to me is like a mini version of Joey Gallo. I've used him a little bit, and actually the power numbers are there, but not quite as much with Joey Gallo. A lot of warning track shots with this guy. So if you're playing a smaller field, you play at Yankee Stadium with the short porch, Eric Thames is your guy. Doesn't matter where you play with Joey Gallo, he is going to absolutely crush it. So maybe you put him at first base for you. We also, there's another guy. Hopefully I see him soon. Matt Olson. Matt Olson is also a secret glitchy. It's literally in the same category. It's the high power, low vision guys. These guys are absolute killers. Pedro Alvarez, I'm still kind of iffy on him. I wanted him to fit that theory as well, but he doesn't quite fit it as much as like Olsen. I tested that Alvarez out and the flashback Alvarez a lot as well. Still a little bit iffy on that card. But also at first base, we got Kendrys, Davis, and Knapp. Those are the last three guys. Kendrys Morales, switch hitter. He's also pretty decent, absolutely terrible fielder. But he's actually pretty decent. The last one, the last two I got Mike Napoli. If I can find them, I'll just throw them out. Mike Napoli, and Chris Davis, also two guys who absolutely crushed the ball. Napoli, his catcher card, that may be the best catching card in the game. That might, shout out to Shelfie for that tip. I use him in Battle Royale, absolute cheat code. That is the second team epic I'm gonna work on once I'm done with the one I'm currently working on. But that's it for first base. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to second base. You guys know me, I'm a huge Cano fan, and he is absolutely not far from a disappointment in this game, just like in real life, to be honest. To me, I see why Dodgers got the higher price range. I have used him. Yeah, he's worth the stubs. There's a reason. He hits absolute tanks, and he's a pretty good defensive player, pretty good fielding, not the arm. But Cano's got a little less balance, more better versus righty. Dodgers a little more balance, has good power, but Cano's got the better arm. Pedroia, Cozart, Scope, Kinsler, Golds I kind of stay away from. Eduardo Nunez is great because he got decent speed. He got a huge downgrade from last year. Eduardo Nunez can play just about everywhere. I like that. DJ LeMahieu is kind of glitchy. DJ LeMahieu is pretty good. I like DJ. You can definitely put him in several other positions in that contact 101. He's actually pretty damn glitchy. Also got who else do we also got at second base? Yeah, but that's about all I got for second base. Just because, to be honest, second basemen are kind of a dime a dozen. There's one name I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, this is the one. I was like, where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? Yeah. 278. The best 278 stubs you will ever spend in this game. 278 stubs. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. You see 36, 28 contact with 22 vision. You're like, there's no way I'm going to get my PCI on the ball. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Somehow 94 and 83 power with those contact numbers perfectly mixed and aligned together with that vision makes this the best hitting card probably in any MLB The Show game ever. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I thought it was a joke until I tried them out myself. It is ridiculous. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Second basemen are kind of a dime a dozen. There's a lot of guys you can play with. Anthony Rendon, it's a card I used to like a lot before. This year, very average, very average. I wanted him to be better, but somehow, all his stats on offense are down from Rendon to Bregman, I hit way better with Bregman. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you guys agree with any of these guys I'm saying, but Bregman, glitchy. Kind of a cheat code. I don't know why. Moose is pretty decent. Miguel Sano, cheat code. Right here. Another guy. Absolute cheat code. Hits absolute bombs. I think I've also noticed with him a lot. He's also playing up a lot. Jed is pretty solid as well. So keep your eye on that guy as well. These rest of these guys. Jake Lamb is not what he used to be. He was the cheat code Rake Lamb before. I think he's still pretty solid. Still very average on the field, but he's not that Jake Lamb, Rake Lamb he used to be, but he's a pretty solid card. I have to say that. So we got Bregman, Moose, Sano, Jed, Jake, and that's pretty much it at third. We're gonna go ahead and move on to shortstop. Shortstop's another one of those positions that Trey Turner. Trey Turner plays like the Trey Turner we expected him to be in this game. Trey Turner, this is a pretty damn solid card for 4K stubs. Anderson Simmons, I'm not a big fan of this card. I'm not a big fan of this card. You want defense, you're looking for Anderson Simmons. I'm not a big fan of this card. Xander Bogaerts, not a fan of this card. Didi Gregorius, I put him in your lineup. If you're looking for a gold team, put this card in your lineup. 2,000 stubs. Oh, he's playing down a little bit today. I really wouldn't care. This card absolutely rakes. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This card rakes. Another guy you're looking for your fielding, you're looking for Jose Iglesias. Of course, that's what he is. He's a defensive player. The arm is not nearly as strong. If you're looking for pure defense, you're looking for this guy. Brandon Crawford, lefty bat. Pretty solid for 498 stubs. And yeah, another guy. I don't hit very well with this card, but when I hit it, it's a home run. That's it. When I hit the ball with this guy, it is a home run. With Jan Herberson Solarte, when I do get the ball off the ground, it is a home run. The ball just carries with these bats. Now, left field, this is where we got so much. I feel like if you're going to build an outfield, they should all be left fielders. I'm not even going to tell you why. I'm just going to tell you their names. Yoenis Cespedes, JD Martinez, Michael Brantley's decent hitter. Justin Upton has ridiculous power. Rhys Hoskins has ridiculous power. He is worth the stubs. 1,600 stubs, he is worth the stubs for a silver. Chris Davis, another guy, I think even he should be worth a little bit more because he's also kind of always playing up. 94, 84, 40 vision. That's exactly what you want. He is worth the stubs. Trey Mancini, also very good. Corey Dickerson, not nearly as good as that card as what it used to be. Corey Dickerson used to be one of my Battle Royale cheat codes. Have not liked him so far this year. Yes, mine is the Steven Pierce is decent, but not nearly as good as he used to be. Who else we got? We got Chris Davis, Duvall. Adam Duvall is also pretty glitchy. We got a lot of glitchy guys. So yeah, Adam Duvall, Mancini, and if you're looking for a bronze, you're looking for this guy as well. Kyle Schwarber hits absolute bombs. He got skinny down, and that's all it took. He lost a little bit of weight. He's still just as bad in the outfield as he ever was. Center fielder is the one position that I'm just like, if you're looking for defensive players, then yeah, throw a defensive guy out there. You want him to cover ground, but honestly, in terms of hitting, there really isn't that much. Like Springer's okay. Chris Taylor's surprisingly very good and can play a lot of positions. He's a shortstop who can play it just about everywhere. Just like I've been saying for a long time, trust me, shortstops can play anywhere on the field. It does not matter where you put a shortstop. Starling Marte, very, very solid, great speed as well. Enciarte he's a defensive guy, so that's pretty much it. There's one more guy. This guy, Byron Buxton. Between Byron Buxton and Kevin Pillar, they have the exact same fielding and the exact same arm. Better reaction. One has 99.89 for speed. The other one's a hitter. So you choose. You're looking for a cheesy speed guy. He's going to get on base. I promise you that. This Byron Buxton card is going to get on base. Whether it's chopping a ball in the 5-6 hole, he's going to beat it out. Whether it's a slow roller between third and the pitcher, he's going to beat it out. And you're going to be able to steal bases and get around very quickly on the bases with him. Very good defensive player. Robbed several home runs with this Byron Buxton. Kevin Pillar, same thing defensively, just not nearly as fast, and he hits a little bit better. But I would much rather have this Byron Buxton on my team. Now, moving on to the last position, and it's right field. Only a couple guys to talk about here. The first one, Nelson Cruz. Another one of those guys that, well, no, his hitting attributes, 79, 83, 86, 99 power versus left. It's pretty much a guaranteed home run if you pitch a lefty to this guy. If you are on the mound and he is hitting, do not pitch a lefty to him. If you can walk this Nelson Cruz, walk him. This guy is a cheat code. Absolute cheat code, and he's constantly playing up to like 83, 84. Today he's playing up to an 85, which is just more boost to his hitting. 54 vision. Again, you want hitters with sub 60 vision for some reason. Why? I'm not 100% sure, but this card is an absolute cheat code. Definitely worth the 8K stub. I'd say he's worth closer to 10K stubs just because he's constantly playing up. It's his fielding that really makes him atrocious. He's got a great arm, but you won't lock into animations as easy with this guy. And he's pretty damn dirt slow as well in the outfield. Another guy will go a little bit cheaper. This guy, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I've been using this card a lot. Battle Royale, I've used him in head-to-head, and I've used him just playing offline a lot. Nick Castellanos, I don't know. Stats don't say it. They will lie to you. Like I said, there are players that do lie to you with their stats, but they're somehow they're just great players. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my review, guys. Let me know. You know, these are some cards, like I said, that I think you can use in Battle Royale. I think you can use in Diamond Dynasty head-to-head if you're building a budget squad, if you don't have the stubs for it. But let me know if there's some cards I missed, some cards that I need to try out, because these are all guys that, like, for the most part, I've tried out through Battle Royale or through playing through the CPU, because even when you're playing against the CPU, you can tell if you're batting 180 with the guy, and like you're normally batting in the 200-300 range, and there's one guy who's hitting 450, 500 through 20, 30 at bats, and there's a guy hitting 180 through 20 at bats, Joe Torre, who's an absolute trash card. You kind of figure out which cards are a little bit better, and then you go into head-to-head and you realize they're good. You see them in Battle Royale and you're like, okay, let me pick this card up, and they're good. So anyways, let me know who I missed. Also, I know this is very late in the video, but I will be announcing this in all my videos, guys. I do want to do like a franchise with not you know, like a rebuild with a really crappy team. Leave down some suggestions below. I'll probably do polls in the next couple of videos. Maybe there's a poll up there. I don't know. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, as always, smash the thumbs up. Let me know down below what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys if you stick around. Peace.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Yeah. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up.